Hello everyone, it's Channon Rose, and in today's video I'm going to be giving you guys a few tips on how to overcome your fears of posting on social media. Now, I know that there are a lot of you guys that want to be on social media and you're like, oh, I have all these things like I really want to share, or I really want to do, or a product I want to promote, or a business I want to promote, or maybe you just want to post to be like an actual influencer, or post, lifestyle content, or maybe cooking content, or whatever it is that you are passionate about and you want to be able to share online, but there are certain things that are holding you back. And those can be fears that range anywhere from, I'm scared that no one cares what I post online. Like no one's going to care what I post. And that is just not true. There are 8 billion people in the world, and 5 billion of them are on social media. So out of 5 billion people, there are definitely people that are going to care what you're posting about. So don't let that stop you from sharing online. Another fear that people have is what people are going to think about them, right? They're very self-conscious. They have a lot of self-doubt. They're like, what are my friends and family going to think about me? People are going to make fun of me. And honestly, I truly believe that people love you and they support you and they want to see you happy and doing well. They're going to support your online journey with whatever that might be. I mean, if you're not doing anything, as long as you're not hurting anybody, and posting like hate or bullying in your posts, I think that like the people that truly love you will be there and support you. And if you don't have those people, find those people online. Find people like me that can help mentor you. Have a social media coach. That's like a huge way of, having somebody like walk you through having to do all of that. I'm in the works right now of creating a whole program and course, and even one-on-one coaching. So if that's something that you're really truly serious about and ready to move forward and actually take action and do that thing, I would definitely reach out to me. And then I'm just going to pull up really quickly. You think that nobody cares. You think your content isn't good enough. Let me just tell you, if you have looked at anybody that you follow or admire online and you go back to when they very first posted their very first videos, they probably weren't very good. And that is just because when you first start doing something, you're not that good at it. Think about cooking. Think about gardening. Think about a business just starting out, right? Like you are not going to be amazing at it when you first start. And the only way to get good at something is to keep doing it, right? Start posting, and do not worry about your content not being good enough. Because that piece of content, even though you think it's not good enough, that feeling is not mutually exclusive. And so the person consuming that content might think it's amazing, right? So don't let that stop you from putting it out there. Another reason that you might be scared to post online is you're scared that people are going to be mean to you or bully you or attack you in the comments. And I think something to kind of overcome that fear is to just expect that you're going to get mean comments. You're going to get comments of people that disagree with you. There are so many people in the world. We all do not think the same way. And so you can be posting something online and think that it's really funny, and someone will think it's like not funny at all and very offensive, right? Like there's going to be those comments. So if you just go into it expecting it and know that like to not let it bother you, and know that like the pros outweigh the cons. And I'll get into doing a worksheet of going over how to truly overcome your fears. Like we're going to melt them away at the end of this video. So keep watching. But yeah, just know it's going to happen. Unfortunately, there's going to be mean comments, but if you go into it expecting it, when it does happen, it's not that bad. Like you'll get over it. And that, yeah, maybe you're like, I don't want to post because people are going to like have differing opinions in the comment section. And my advice is just do not let that stop you from posting, because it's going to happen. You go into it just having the proper expectations and know that like there's possibly going to be mean comments eventually. Like it's not as bad when they actually do come, but I think the pros of what you're posting are going to far outweigh the cons, right? Like the benefits of having social media and posting on social media and the power of social media far outweighs the cons. So one of the things that I like to tell people is to have a mindset shift, like change the way that you're thinking about posting online right now. Because you are posting online to help others, period, right? If you are posting online to try to get famous or make money or whatever, just stop doing it. It's not going to be sustainable. It's not going to work. People are going to see right through you. You need to go online and be posting with the sole purpose of helping others in some way, whether that's sharing cooking recipes or whatever it is that you're passionate about. You're posting it because the whole purpose and the why of you posting on social media is to help other people, right? And sure, you can definitely make it a business and create income by doing that on social media. And that could be a goal of yours. And that's totally fine. But you can't just go into it as money as the only goal, right? So when you're posting online and you know you're doing it to help other people, it's going to be a lot easier for you to know, like, I'm doing it for others, not myself. Try not to think about your own feelings. Try to think about the feelings of other people, right? So instead of like, oh, I'm so scared, people aren't going to like this, or people are going to bully me or whatever, don't think about yourself. Think about all the people that you're going to be helping. That's why you're posting that to begin with, right? You're posting that to help others. So when you think that way and you go into posting online with that mindset, it makes your fears go away, right? Because you're like not into this for yourself, you're into it for others. And also, like, a lot of people are like, oh, I don't have that many followers, like it's so much work, and then I have to, like, do all this work to post online and then no one sees it and it's just pointless, I shouldn't be doing this. Like, that's not true. Because even if you have 10 people that have seen that video, you have the opportunity to impact 10 people. That's a lot of people. Can you imagine 10 people in the room right now? We get so caught up with like, oh, we want millions of followers and like, that would be great. Yeah. But like, to be able to make a difference just for 10 people, that's a big deal. That's a big deal. And I think that, like, we should not think so much about like the follower count, but like the followers that we do have, and really growing those relationships with the followers that you have right now. That is what you should be focusing on. So don't think about like, oh, I just want to get more followers and all that, because that's going to just like make you not happy all the time, right? And you would be surprised about how many people actually are impacted by your posts. You don't have to have 100,000 followers to impact people. So just remember that. And then let go of expectations from others. Don't let low views or no one commenting or no one responding to your to your content make you feel bad. When I first started posting videos, no one was watching. And I mean no one, like there were no views. And then I had sent like a makeup video to my sister, and like slowly over time you start getting more views and it builds up. But like, just sometimes at the beginning you fake it till you make it, when it comes to, creating content for people. So just pretend like you're speaking to, a group of people when you are making your content, because then it'll make it a little bit easier to create, because you don't want to sit there in front of a camera and think like, I'm making this but no one's going to watch it, right? Pretend like a lot of people are going to watch it, because you never know. You might post something, it might go viral. So post as if people are watching at the beginning, and then eventually, people are going to start watching, and it'll be easy. It'll make it easier from there on out. And then another reason, or another just like mindset shift I think that you can do, is just remembering that everybody makes mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes, some more than others. Hi, my name's Channon Rose. And the beauty about posting online, because I'm sure you guys are not going to be posting like, driving a cop car down the road for a joyride, like stealing a cop car and like drinking alcohol in it or something, right? Like, please don't do that. But if for some reason you post something and you don't like it or you're embarrassed by it, you can just take it down and delete it, right? People are not going to be saving your videos like right at the beginning when, you're not like a huge influencer. Like, you don't have to worry about that. So, if you don't like something, or you made a mistake, or you don't like that post anymore, you can take it down. It's really easy. One click. And then I think one of the biggest things is focusing on the positives instead of worrying about the negative comments or reactions. And if you focus on all the positive aspects of social media, it can be a great way to connect with friends, family, share your interests and hobbies, and learn new things. So like I said, I think that we forget that like the power of social media is insane. Like back in the day, you used to have to be like famous to be able to get on, like to reach a lot of people, or you would have to pay a lot of money to get like a commercial to get like you or your product in front of it. And now we literally have like billions of people at our fingertips, right? Like we can say whatever we want. We can share whatever we want online. It's like the most cool thing ever. And I think that like we really take it for granted that we have the ability to be able to connect with people all over the world. Like how freaking cool is that? I could share the things I'm passionate about with people in different countries, and all I have to do is make a quick video and post it up online and people all over the world can see it. Like that's so freaking awesome. And so what I like to do is I like to and if you have fears about posting online, whatever those fears may be, maybe it's fears about comments you got in the past when you posted online, maybe it's a fear about people not liking you, or whatever those fears are. I want you to take a piece of paper like this, and you are going to write down get something like this, and you're going to write down the pros and the cons of posting online. So we're going to do a little one right here just together. You can do your own at home, but we're going to start with all of the positives of posting online. So one of the positives is being able to, make friends with people you would have never been able to make friends with otherwise, right? Without even leaving your house, you can make friends. How cool is that? It's cool for me because I don't like to leave my house. And I can tell you a little story. My whole life have always felt like I didn't belong. I never really had friends that I've had since like I was little, and like I had best friends that like I hang out with all the time. Like I've just never had that. I don't know really why. Maybe because a lot of the friendships I've had in the past have gone sour, and yeah, I won't get into that, but I've just always had a really hard time feeling like I belonged somewhere, because I've always liked so many different things. I've never been just like, oh, I'm just gonna do this like one thing that I'm into for my whole life, like crocheting or something. Like I'm gonna do sewing, I'm gonna do glamping, I'm gonna do jewelry making, I'm gonna, like ceramics. Like I am like all over the place, right? I get bored very easily, and I can't stick with, I shouldn't say I can't stick with something long enough. I don't want to stick with something too long because I get bored and then I want to do something else. And that's just the way that I am hardwired in my brain. And that's the way that God made me. And I'm not going to try to change that. I'm not going to try to change who I am. But the very cool thing about being online and overcoming my fears of posting online has been able to put me out there so that I am able to create friendships and find communities that I feel like I belong in. And that's been a lifelong journey for me. And I finally can say I found a group of women that I feel like are my people. We're all like-minded. We're very successful, driven, hardworking women that like want to root for each other, want to help each other. No one is jealous of anybody. Everybody just wants to like lift one another up and be supportive, and like is just so cool and loving and accepting. And I've been able to make like genuine like cool friendships with people, and that's only because I put myself out there online. And so I know a lot of people are like, I'm gonna put myself out there, and all they think about are the negative things. Oh, people are gonna hate on me, people are gonna make fun of me, and all you're doing is thinking about the negative things. And it is preventing you from seeing all the amazing things that social media can do for you. And social media can be such a freaking cool place if you are able to open your mind to see it that way. But if you're only seeing the negative, then it's really hard for you to be able to take in all the positives. Okay, so what are the other pros? Being able to make freaking money online and So yeah, I think like being able to provide an income, let's see, make friends, income. Oh, being able to learn like from tons of different people, whatever you want. You want to learn a language, social media. You want to learn how to ride a horse, social media. You want to learn how to sew, social media. The cool thing is you can also teach whatever it is that you are good at and be able to help other people. Oh, that's one of the biggest things. Helping others all over the world. I mean, and impacting them, right? Inspiring them, encouraging them, motivating them to, you know, be the best versions of themselves, however that might be. The cons, I would say, like getting mean comments and people making fun of you. Those are really the cons, right? When you're first starting out, you obviously want to be safe when it comes to like weirdos and stalkers online. So just protect your privacy as far as like address. Don't put your address and your driver's license and your phone number and all that stuff out there. And you know, you should be fine. You don't have to worry about that. But I definitely think that there are way more pros than there are cons when it comes to posting. So make this chart for yourself and really sit down, get in a quiet place, put on some good music, get yourself like a tea or coffee or whatever it is. Get your fun markers. I like to like put it in a jar because it's like fun and pretty and it makes me happy and excited to do it. And then sit down and write out all of the reasons and positive things that are going to come out of you posting online. And then once you do that, you are going to realize there are way more amazing reasons why you should be posting online than there are fears, right? And that will just melt your fears away when you realize you have access to 5 billion people all over the world that you can literally connect with and be able to say whatever you want to them, and help them, inspire them, tell them about your product, teach them what you're passionate about. I mean, like there's so many benefits and things that are amazing about social media that people just forget to think about or don't think about at all because they're so worried about what other people are going to think about them. But if you're just truly thinking about helping others and not thinking about yourself, it's going to be really easy to post online. So yeah. Anyway, I hope that this was a little helpful for you. I think another thing also that's important is just set boundaries. If you're worried about oversharing or revealing too much personal information, set some boundaries for yourself. Decide what you're comfortable sharing and what you prefer to keep private, and then also practice self-care. So if at any time social media is causing you stress or anxiety, it's important to practice self-care by taking a break from social media when you need to and focus on activities that make you feel happy and relaxed. If that means just saying like, I'm going to take one day and not go online today, then do that. Maybe you need like a whole week away from social media because you're stressed out by it for whatever the reason might be. You know, take some breaks. That's good. And yeah, anyway, I hope this video was helpful. Thank you for being here. I'm sending you all my love and all my positive energy, and I hope to see you in my next video. Mwah. And if you have any other questions related to this or my program or just social media in general, leave them down below and I'll do my best to answer them. All right, love you. Bye.